This is just something that I know I have to do. There's no way around this. I'd be lying to myself if I said that what I saw hasn't been bothering me for the last few days. I'm not the kind of person that can just brush something under the rug. So and go on with life as if, it doesn't bother me. And I don't even like doing public videos on shit that I would really like to talk with, the person who's involved one on one. I don't like doing this public shit, but I don't really have a choice. It's just something that needs to be said, and this is the only way to do it. Um, so here's the thing, right? And, to my subscribers, I do have to admit that I have failed you to a degree. There are certain things that I was starting to dive into that I wasn't ready to talk about. And I got excited, I got passionate about what I was doing, and I jumped in um, without the complete consent of people that that I learned from. Straight up, I have to own that. I have to admit that. I thought I just had their blessing because I was developing, people who support me and believe in me. I just assumed I would have their blessing to move forward without getting a 100% confirmation that I did. And I see that is wrong, and I have to own that. I have to face that straight up. I have to face that. There's no other way around it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. I made a mistake there. There's no way around that. With that said, I saw the video that the person you guys all know I'm talking about did about me. Talking about how I did make a mistake, and I am being, I guess, pardoned or given a pass, as long as I do not continue to misrepresent that topic. Now, I'm not completely sure if that is true. I'm not sure if me making videos in the future of any kind is going to create a problem. What I do feel I have to say, though, is I'm not going to talk about certain things because I know it's wrong. I know it's not what I'm meant to do. I'm starting to see the direction I'm meant to go in. So I'm not going to do that because I know now that is not right. However, I am going to continue making videos on other topics that help people because that's what I have to do. That's not even what I want to do. That's what I have to do. So if I'm going to have to pay a price for that, or I'm going to have curses thrown at me for that, then that's something I just have to be ready to accept. Because to me, not being able to do this is just as bad, if not worse, than dying. So if that's the price I have to pay for just simply making videos about topics that help men, I don't even have a choice, honestly. Honestly, and this isn't even me trying to be some like fucking heroic dude or some shit. I just fucking love this shit more than anything. So that's that. And as far as me being pardoned for any mistakes I've made, I'm not trying to say that I'm not grateful for that if I am pardoned, but I'm not the kind of person that wants to beg for any mercy or sympathy for something wrong that I've done. I don't want to be treated like that. I don't know. Maybe that's a very stupid thing for me to say, but I don't know. If I deserve something, okay, if I really deserve to pay a price for something, then I'm ready to pay the price for something. So I think you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know the video I'm talking about, where I have, committed a felony, a spiritual felony. Whatever I did to the person listening, because I know you're listening, everything I did was with good intentions, and it was at your request, and it was for you. It was to help you build your cause. It was not to copy you. I always felt like I put my own twist on things, my own experiences. I always felt that it is acceptable to learn from people and use some of their knowledge and some of their skills, as long as you're not completely ripping it off and you're putting your own perspective on it. I thought that's what, people who learn from, they keep passing down knowledge. I don't know if this is sort of a test to see how I respond, or if this is really how you feel. I saw that the video was taken down very quickly. Someone saved it and sent it to me. That's how I was able to see it. But I don't know if that was you taking it down or what the deal is. I would have been more comfortable emailing you and just talking about this one-on-one. For whatever reason, that's not what you want to do, and that's fine. That's fine. But one other thing I want to say is, I understand you said, I'm not even, I can't recall, you indirectly or the spirit you worked with both agreed that I am not a bitch per se, but some sort of bitch, or some sort of, something I'm doing is bitch made, supposedly. I'm not even saying I'm not a bitch, but I don't believe that you think I'm a bitch. I really don't believe. I think I've allowed you to see what I am and who I am, and I've never really hid anything. And I don't believe that you think I'm a bitch, or the spirit you work with. I don't believe that you think I'm a bitch. Something just, I don't know if it's an intuition, but I know that you know that I'm not a bitch. And this isn't even me trying to be some tough guy or be confrontational. I just know that you know that, instinctively. So, because it's the right thing to do, I'm not going to go into certain topics that I am a novice in. And I've always admitted to people when they ask me about, like, yo, man, what do you think about this and that and the occult? I'm like, look, I'm kind of a novice, so I'm not qualified to speak on that. I've always made that clear to people. I don't know if you didn't see that. I don't know if you received your information about me from third parties. That's what it seems. And anytime you get something from a third party, it gets diluted and twisted. I know you know this, but if you wanted any sort of truth, you could have just came straight to me, and I would have just gave you the truth. And if you are who you present yourself to be, you would be able to read between the lines with no problem. So that's why I question, if this is really how you feel, or if this is a front or a facade. I guess what I'm trying to say moving forward is I am going to continue creating videos. I'm not going to go in certain topics out of respect. But if me making any videos in general about anything is going to put me in any sort of, bad situation spiritually, I have to be ready to face that, because this is what I do. This is what I have to do. This isn't even what I want to do. This is what I have to do. So this is what, this is one of the things I felt like I was really straight up just put here to do. So I don't want any mercy. I don't want to be given a pass if I don't deserve one. That's just what that is. That's just what that is. What, to the person I'm talking about, You say at the end of your videos, I don't agree with you about what you think you know. I don't believe you think what you're saying about me. Straight up, I do not believe that you think what you're saying. I think there's way more to it. And I really hope that you predicted that I would predict the moves you made. Because I did. I'm polite, I'm sincere, even back and forth through emails. I understand that something is going on. I understand that you have the need to play games to a degree and test people. And I willingly go along with them and don't question things because I always felt like it would be out of place for me to do that. So, in this video exposing me, logically, I saw all of this coming from a mile away. Emotionally, I trusted that you had a bigger, better plan, and that's why you felt the need to test me or verify things. And I've never had a problem, sharing any information about myself because I have nothing to hide, straight up. I have zero to hide. I've always been honest about what I get from you. And this is sort of the response video that I really wanted to make. There's the one I made originally before I saw the video, but after, I'm like, you know what, no, I really have to get the truth out there. I can't, I can't brush things under the rug and continue to just make videos and pretend like nothing happened. There's no way. I've been very honest with people like, yeah, this shit really did bother me. And, I don't know. I just don't want any sympathy or mercy from anyone. And if I have to pay a price for what I've done, then I want to pay the price for what I've done. And that's not even me trying to be some tough guy. That's just, I don't want to live like a bitch, straight up. I do not want to live like a bitch. I don't want any training wheels. I don't want that. I don't want that. I do not want that. So, from what I know about you, if you really felt like I did something really fucked up and you really had the power to do what you say you can, not saying you don't, I don't think you would have announced anything. You would have just done what you had to do behind the scenes. That's why I feel like there is more to this than is being presented. Because if you have the power to do that, you don't have to tell me anything. You don't have to tell anyone anything. You can just, if I've done something wrong, you can just do what you have to do, and no one would bat an eye. And the powers that be would have no problem with that. And if I really fucked up, then honestly, I would have no problem with that, because if I'm really committing sins out there and I'm really this fucked up person, then I want to pay the price for what I'm doing. Straight up. I wouldn't want any special favors. I wouldn't want any privileges. I wouldn't want to be given any mercy or be given a pass. Because everything I do, I always felt like it's coming from a genuine place and I'm doing the right thing. So if I'm really as fucked up and twisted as you've made me out to be, then I don't even want to be here. I want to just pay the price for that. And that would be that. Straight up, because I don't feel like I have any malicious, evil, selfish intentions with what I do. I profit to a small degree off of the stuff I create, but I always felt like at least 60%, 70% of what I do is me. Of course, I get influences from my mentors, but I always felt like that was natural, that was normal. People who come after me and start making videos, I see how I don't even use the word copy. They are influenced by stuff I've done, and it shows in their videos, and I've never been mad at them for that. I thought we're supposed to learn and pass things down to people. But from what you have posted, I guess we're not, and I guess what I've done is a sin. So I wouldn't want any mercy in that situation. Because if you want to get revenge on me for that, if there's a price I want to pay for, if you want me to pay for that, I would want to pay the price. I wouldn't want to be given a pass and just live like a cockroach, or or like I got away. That to me is even shittier than paying the price for what I've done. You know, I don't want to live like a rat. So if you are giving me some mercy out of pity or something like that, I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't even want that. I'd feel like I don't deserve it, and I wouldn't want to live my life as a cockroach. Honestly, that's to me. Maybe I'm prideful. I don't know, but that's just me. I would want to pay the price for what I did, even though what I did was in good intentions and was at your request. I'd still be willing to pay the price for it. I don't want there to ever be any bitch made qualities about me, and I don't ever want to be remembered for being a bitch or being a sleazy, manipulative, behind the scenes, I don't know, shiesty person. I would want everything to come to the light, and I don't know. I just wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be remembered as a bitch. I wouldn't want to be remembered as a copycat or a scammer or anything like that. So I would rather pay the price for what I've done, supposedly, than keep going as a bitch. So with that said, I am going to continue making videos on topics that help men. I understand now that it is wrong, me being so new to something like this, to go into any sort of occult topics. So I respectfully, to the powers that be, will not go into stuff like that. But I'm still going to keep making videos. And if that's going to get me, cursed or destroyed, then that's really not even my choice. Because this is what I do. This is who I am. So, and like I said, I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. So if there's any bitch-made qualities about me, anything in me that's like a bitch or a pussy or a coward, I'd rather just have it get exterminated than keep living with it. So, and that's not even an ego thing. That's not even trying to challenge you sort of thing. That's just me not even wanting to have any bitch qualities in me. So with that said, I'm going to end this video. I just had to get this out there. I was not going to just start posting videos again like nothing's wrong and like nothing ever happened. I felt like this had to be said before I'm ready to do anything. Because I'd be lying if I said this has not been on my mind, for the last couple days, analyzing the situation, trying to see where I fucked up, shit like that. So this is what I feel is what I'm supposed to do. And I have no choice but to go with that. So whatever price I have to pay down the road for what I'm deciding to do from now on out, so be it. It's what was meant to happen.